Welcome back to Mind Pump TV. My name is Sal DiStefano, and today I'm going to talk to you about getting shredded. Everybody wants to get shredded, right? I have a lot of people ask me the following question. How do I get a six-pack? That's where you can see the individual ab muscles in the front of your body. Now, if you're a guy, you probably need to get down to around 10% body fat. Some of you might need to get a little leaner than that. Now, the process of which you get lean is kind of the same whether you're trying to get down to 15% or get down to 10%. The difference is really in the details. So let's talk about that for a second. Now, first off, your body doesn't like to get that lean. In fact, as you start to get into the single-digit body fat percentages, you'll find that hunger will really get ramped up. You'll find maybe some cold and heat intolerances. And you may find that it's more and more difficult to lose body fat and easier it is to lose muscle. Now, the reason why that's happening is your body tries to pare its muscle down to slow your metabolism down because it wants to keep a certain amount of body fat on itself. Body fat is like an insurance in case of starvation. It doesn't know that you live in America and that there's a 7-Eleven down the street with strawberry flavored donuts. It doesn't know that. It thinks that you're living in a cave and that food is very scarce. And so when you get really, really lean, your body tries to fight you. So let's talk about some of the strategies on how you can look super awesome at the beach and shredded and show off to your friends. Now, first off, in order to get leaner, you have to take in less calories than your body's burning, okay? So in other words, if you're burning 2,000 calories a day, you need to take in less than that so that your body starts to tap into its fat source. And you can't get around that. I don't care how healthy you eat. I don't care if all you eat is broccoli, chicken breast, or tilapia and white rice like bodybuilders will do 12 times a day. You guys are crazy, by the way. That's stupid. But anyway, even if you did that and you ate super healthy, but you ate too many calories, you're still not going to get leaner. So that's rule number one. Take in less calories than your body's burning, okay? But we can't stop there. What those calories are made up of determine how you feel and help determine the likelihood of whether or not you're losing fat or muscle. Because your body can bring calories in from different parts of your body, and it can also, again, slow its metabolism down by reducing muscle mass to adapt. So let's talk about what those calories are made up of. Now, those calories are made up of macronutrients. That's a fancy term for proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Studies have shown and experience has shown, remember, I've been doing this for about 20 years and trained lots of people, that a higher protein diet is more effective at fat loss and it's more effective at keeping and preserving muscle. Now, how high should the protein be? Well, it's got to be pretty high, but not as high as those protein powder supplement companies will have you believing. You don't need to eat 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That's crazy and you'll get constipated. Studies will show that about 0.6 to 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight for relatively lean people. That means if you're really obese, don't worry about this because that number will be off. But if you're average, 0.6 to 0.8 grams per pound of body weight is ideal. So if you weigh 100 pounds, between 60 to 80 grams of protein a day, basically do the math. Take your body weight, multiply it times 0.6 to 0.8, there's your range. Any more than that, and you're not going to get any additional benefits. Less than that, and you actually start to lose benefits. Higher protein diet keeps more muscle. It also has a thermogenic effect, meaning it burns more calories. It seems to keep the metabolism faster than when you have a higher intake of carbohydrates and fats. And here's the best part. This is the most important part. It's more satiating. Protein is more filling for longer than fats or than carbohydrates. So if you eat a higher protein diet, you're more likely to be okay with eating less, which is what you're doing when you're trying to get lean. Now let's talk about exercise, right? Everybody likes to talk about burning tons of calories with like cardio to try to get lean. Now here's the deal. Yeah, you definitely want to burn more calories, but the way I'd like you to burn more calories, at least the most effective way to burn calories, is to speed up your metabolism or keep your metabolism fast. Here's what happens when you cut your calories down over long periods of time. Your metabolism tries to slow down to adapt to that. Now, if we throw lots of cardio on top of that, you do burn more calories doing lots of cardio, but because cardio doesn't require lots of strength and it just needs lots of endurance, your body has no problem getting rid of muscle. So you can still do the cardio, and now you're burning less calories, so now your body's happy because you're conserving more calories. We don't want to do that. We want to speed your metabolism up. So the focus of your training, especially for long-term fat loss and to get really lean, is weight training. Focus on getting stronger, focus on building more muscle. You can throw cardio in, but don't rely on cardio. In other words, don't do an hour of cardio every day like those crazy bodybuilder and bikini competitor and physique competitors do for the competition. Sure, they get shredded, but have you seen them 2 and 3 weeks after the contest? They look terrible. They gain like 20 pounds after the contest because their metabolism crashed. Then they eat like crazy and it's all bad. Focus on heavy traditional resistance training. Bring your calories below what you're burning. Make sure you have high protein in your diet and be consistent. That's another one. Be really consistent. That means that it's okay to eat more calories sometimes. In fact, I encourage that so that you're not low calorie all the time. In fact, studies will show that that actually helps. It doesn't mean you go crazy and you go off the rails every weekend where during the week you're eating really good, high protein, low calorie. Saturday and Sunday, you go to the Pizza Hut, all you can eat, and go insane and say to yourself, oh, that's my cheat day. It's gonna speed up my metabolism or I'm gonna feel better. No, that's not the way to do it. So it is okay to increase your calories sometimes. I do encourage that, but be consistent with your training and be consistent with your nutrition. It's extremely important, especially as you start to get down to the single body fat percentages and you start to get shredded. And I will remind you this, there's a reason why six packs are so rare. It's hard. Get over it. You're gonna get hungry. It's gonna be difficult. You're not gonna lead a regular life where you go out and party and drink all the time in order to get that. So deal with it. You want the six pack, you gotta put in the work, and you're probably gonna be hungry a lot of the times. Get comfortable with it. That's what it takes to get super shredded. Look, if you have any friends that you think need to get shredded or need help, send them this video. Also, if you have any questions, put in the comments below. I'll make sure to visit periodically to answer those for you. Finally, I got all kinds of free guides. I have like 8 free guides that teach you different things. I can teach you how to build your chest, build your legs. We have one on fat loss and we have one on high intensity interval training. Totally free. It's at mindpumpfree.com. Finally, please subscribe to this channel. We post new videos all the time.